Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and that's exciting, on the Xbox One. I hope you guys enjoy this. It is going to be a lot prettier than my last video on Black Ops because I recently purchased an Elgato HD 60. So now this video will be in 1080p at 60 frames a second. Boy, that is exciting. That's why I really wanted to record this. Even if I didn't have anything to talk about particularly, I really wanted to record some Call of Duty footage in 1080p, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. If you don't enjoy the commentary, just mute me. Well, I don't know if you can do that because it's going to be all one file, but just find a way to ignore me, get through the video, and watch this really pretty gameplay. And I will say this video, I'm alright in the gameplay. I start out kind of rough, I promise you, but if you stick around to the end, I do get a lot better. Like, I start getting some kills, things start turning out alright. But what I did want to talk about in this video was kind of the longevity of video games, like how long a game lasts in a multiplayer sense, like how long people play the game after its initial release date. Like Call of Duty games, I would say don't have a decent rate, but say something like Counter-Strike, which is just ridiculous because the big Counter-Strike out right now is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, for those of you who don't play on the PC. And it's on average, I mean, on slow peaks, slow times, it's got 160,000 people. You know, in the middle of the day, you could reach 500 to 600,000 people. Oh, that was bad, by the way. I just killed myself. But, you know, have 600,000 people playing the game, and it's 3 years old. Now, if you look at a Call of Duty, game, there's not going to be anywhere near that many people playing after 3 years. You might get lucky to have 20 or 30, and then even some of the more recent released Call of Duty games don't even have that big of a base when they first come out. Like, I don't know. I would say Ghosts probably didn't. I don't know. And they stopped, well, the thing about Call of Duty is they stopped releasing the amount of people playing on the server. Like, they stopped saying how many people are online, which I hated. I loved knowing how many people play. Back when I played Black Ops 1, I mean, I saw it reach over 1 million people just playing the game. Now, that is crazy. Now, and I think Black Ops 2 did really well, and Modern Warfare 3 did really well. But, I mean, I kind of have seen the decline of some of the Call of Duty franchises. Black Ops 3, though, I think is a very good game. But I don't know that 3 years down the road, there's still going to be 600,000 people playing this game. I just don't know. What is it about Counter-Strike? I guess Counter-Strike's my main example here. I can't think of any other really big first-person shooters. I mean, Halo 3 had a big following for a while. I mean, I don't even remember what year Halo 3 came out, but I remember playing several years afterwards, and it still had like 30,000 people playing in it. And I was like, wow, I can still find a match. I can still play this game. Oh, that should have been a headshot, and you know it should have. Come on. Well, anyway, what makes Counter-Strike so good? And I started to think about it. Well, I mean, it's not super expensive, in my opinion. I bought it on sale for $7. You go back, and they're having a big sale on Steam right now, and the Call of Duty games now are $10. That came out, the first Call of Duty right now on sale is $10. That's $3 more than a game that came out in 2012 that over 600,000 people play. What makes it so popular? Well, it's really cheap, in my opinion. It's $7, $15 if it's not on sale. So even then, that's not bad at all. It's already got a big fan base from other previous Counter-Strike games. And I think that a big part of that was it was made by fans. It was a mod. The first Counter-Strike game was a mod for the Half-Life 2, so it was made by fans, so I guess maybe it's kind of kept that allure. People still want to play it because it was made by fans. You know, it's got this like, oh, he's one of us and he made it. You know, kind of feel like they want to keep playing the game. Maybe that's a little bit of the allure. Now, let's get into the customization. I am in no way an expert on Counter-Strike. Absolutely not. But I have noticed, and I've seen it, that the customization in that game is unreal, just from skins. People love to partake in Counter-Strike skins. I don't know what it is exactly, but people absolutely love it. There's just like a million different combinations of things that you can have. They have a little feature in the game where you can just like hit a button and then it looks at your skin. Like, honestly, if you wanted to show off your skin to anyone on the world, just take a video of yourself hitting this button and it'll flash your gun off, and that's really cool. Call of Duty does have skin customization, and now with this one, definitely, they've added, which I think is kind of cool, you can make your own skin for your weapon. Like, you can create your own emblem, which is absolutely awesome. I think that is really cool. But Counter-Strike, people will spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a skin for a weapon because I guess it's just so rare to get. Maybe that's the allure of it. that people think it's rare to get the skin, so they want it. You know, with Call of Duty, they may be, which I think is a really cool feature, but they may be kind of saturating or degrading the value of skins, and that's why maybe Counter-Strike's so successful. Also, Counter-Strike's not like first-person shooters. There's a big difference between first-person shooters, I feel like, on the console and first-person shooters on the PC, because Call of Duty does not do well on the PC. It doesn't. There's almost no market compared to what there is on the console, and I know that. And a big thing about Call of Duty is it's all aiming down the sights. It's, you know, like what I'm doing here. It's all aiming down the sights. Oh, nice double kill. But anyway, aiming down the sights. It's not, you know, stop and shoot. But with Counter-Strike or some of the other first-person shooters, like I've played Insurgency, or, you know, you play something like that, it is kind of stop and shoot. Now with Battlefield, it works well on both consoles. It just does. It's a very universal game for consoles, because it works good for those who are on the PC, because it's got that whole realistic feel, which a lot of PC players go for, and it's also got this, like, we can just mess everything up on the console. That's how I feel. Like, when I play on the console, I want to mess everything up. When I play on the PC, I just kind of want it to be like a universal experience, like with Arma. I mean, it's a super realistic military sandbox, you know, and I'm thinking about buying that. It's on sale too, so I might purchase that. The only problem is I don't really have any friends to play that game with, so let's not talk about my sad story. Let's talk about you guys. Or no, not you guys. Let's just talk about video games in general. Let's just not talk bad about anybody. But yeah, as I was saying, like with Counter-Strike, it's more, I wouldn't say tactical, but there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. Like, anyone can pick up Call of Duty and play it, which is why I think it's so popular, especially among consoles, because it's cheaper. You can buy that for your kids, and they'll enjoy it. You know, you don't have to spend $1,000 on a machine. Now, Counter-Strike's not a very demanding game per se, but it is, you know, more of a barrier of entry to play Counter-Strike. Like, you have to learn how to play. The recoil is just insane in Counter-Strike. Man, I'm gonna stop. A little bit of an admission here. I really, really suck with this pistol. I don't know what it is, but I can't ever get a kill with the Annihilator. But I always use it. But anyway, there's not really a barrier of entry for Call of Duty. Anyone can pick it up. It's easy to play, and it's not extremely hard to do well. I think that's really impressive. Like, I don't know. I've played Counter-Strike for a little bit now, not a lot, but I have never once done well. Insurgency, never once done well. Battlefield, it's iffy. Like I said, though, it's kind of that bridge game where you can play both on PC and console, but I've kind of stepped away from the longevity of video games. But I just wanted to talk about first-person games, first-person shooter games in general, I suppose. I mean, that's not all I play, you know, but of my time, which one do I play more? I mean, I grew up playing Call of Duty, and I feel like it is easier to play. Maybe it's because I have this experience, but who knows? Maybe Counter-Strike can make its way into the console market, and if it even has an interest to do that. But with Counter-Strike, you have to stop and you have to shoot. The recoil is way everywhere. I didn't think everybody was going to be coming from that way, so that's why I wasn't looking that way. And I mean, if you guys watch like some of the big guys who play Counter-Strike, like Frankie on PC, I mean, he knows exactly where he needs to throw these grenades. Like, if he has a smoke grenade or a flashbang, he knows exactly where it needs to go. He knows exactly what corner of a building he needs to look at to make that throw. And with Call of Duty, I feel like it's not really about that as much. Now, there's a very competitive market for Call of Duty, but that's not, like, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just not into the competitive side of Call of Duty. Maybe, but I feel like Counter-Strike's definitely a more difficult game to play. Now, is that a reason why people like to play it and stay into it? Because it's not something everybody can pick up. And, you know, people try to pick it up, and then they just get to smash everyone's face in. Because with Call of Duty, even good players sometimes, you know, they get beat a lot. Maybe on Counter-Strike, you know, if you're good, you never lose. I don't know. I will never know that, because I don't think I'll ever be good at Counter-Strike. Insurgency, I will also never be good at. Battlefield, there's a chance. There's a chance for me to be good at Battlefield, but I have to put the effort into it. I don't really know of any, like I said, I'm looking at purchasing Arma, but I don't know. And that's a game where, you know, it's got longevity. 30,000 people playing it. It came out in 2012, but I mean, there were prequels to it, you know, like Arma 2 and Arma. But I just want to know what makes a game so entertaining for so long. I mean, I understand, like, you know, people play old Nintendo 64 games, but those aren't multiplayer games that have a huge following. But I would say Counter-Strike's probably the most, successful game of all time, in my opinion. That, you know, Minecraft, sure, whatever. I'm talking first-person shooters. Counter-Strike is just it blows everything else out of the water. I don't know. And it's got like this, you don't pay to win feature, but people still spend so much money in that game. I know people personally that have spent hundreds of dollars purchasing skins. And I'm like, I don't know if I believe, like, I don't know why you did that. Like, sure, it's a pretty skin, but I mean, I'm never going to see it. Maybe it's just for them. Maybe, I don't know. It is a cool feature how you can share your guns with people in Counter-Strike. That is pretty cool. So maybe that's why people just love to make new. See, I tried to kill that guy there. Tried to beat his ass, but what it is about Counter-Strike, if you guys know, just let me know, because I would really like to know. Let me know which game you like to play better. I mean, I'm kind of ending this video before it's over. I can tell how long it's going to. You guys can't. I got about 24 points left. I just kind of wanted to discuss with you what makes a game valuable in the first-person shooter market, because that's where I have most experience. I mean, of course, I play RPGs like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I even go so far as Morrowind. And I just wanted to speak to you guys about that and see if you guys thought it was good. I wanted to record this really pretty Elgato HD 60 1080p 60 frames a second video clip that I have here. Now, I'm not sponsored by Elgato, as you can tell by my very low subscriber base, but I do like this product very much so. So if you do want to start recording videos and you want to get them, you want to record on your console, see on the PC I could already record really pretty HD 60 frames a second 1080p. I could already do that on PC, but on the console I couldn't do that yet. So if you guys are interested in recording console footage, I would definitely recommend purchasing the HD 60. Even the Pro if you really feel like it. I don't really know a lot of the specs differences between the two. Maybe the Pro is easier on your PC. I've heard that the Elgato is a little more demanding than the Hopig PVR, which is what I currently have. So I've kind of stepped away from the whole longevity of video games and why they're valuable, but I think I got my point across, hopefully. If you guys know what makes a game great, let me know, because I'm interested. But I have enjoyed this talk we've had, even though it's been kind of one-sided. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like in the like section, hit a comment in the comment section, and then you subscribe in the section that says subscribe if you're not already subscribed, which I don't see why you wouldn't be after this great quality content.